What's good, everybody? So first up this week, let's talk about the Cybertruck, or more specifically, Elon's tweet about the Cybertruck from last week, in which he claims it can also be a boat. I guess we have an amphibious car here. So he's saying he wants it to be able to travel through water, forward through some water, down in South Texas, around the Starbase, from like across a channel or something. Which, okay, like off-road vehicles have fording depths that are pretty extreme sometimes. Like a Range Rover, the current Range Rover has a fording depth of 33.5 inches, which is pretty damn deep. The Hummer H1, which was the military Hummer back in the 90s, that at the time had an incredible fording depth of 30 inches. And with a fording kit where, it has a snorkel that moves the air intake up for the engine, and they seal some stuff under the car, it could go up to 60 inches, which is 5 feet. So apparently Elon wants to do that with the Cybertruck, which will just be going to, your everyday person. Apparently the rumor is that there's 1.5 million reservations for the thing. It's a little misleading. It's only $100 to put a deposit down. I mean, I have a deposit down. I did it right after they announced it, just because I'm like, it's $100. It's fully refundable. And let's see. And at the time, also, when they announced the truck and they showed it for the first time back in 2019, it was supposed to be on sale already. First off, and it was also supposed to have a starting price of right under $40,000. Obviously, the truck isn't in production yet, and they've also scrubbed all of the website information of the $40,000 starting price. There's no mention of a price at all, actually, right now, which I guess isn't surprising considering the specifications for the truck. There's no way, particularly given how inflation has went crazy over the last few years, and the prices of commodities have went up, particularly lithium for the batteries. There's no way that they'd be able to meet the specifications, make money at $40,000, at least not right now. I digress, though. I think Elon lost the plot a little bit on this boat thing. I mean, there's some crazy, memes and renderings out there right now about what he announced, and I applaud him wanting to do something impressive. But I think right now the most important thing, the most impressive thing with that Cybertruck is to get it into production, to get it out to people who've been waiting for it. They're saying now that the truck will be in production the middle of next year, 2023. Let's see, and let's see what the volumes of production are, at least at the beginning. I mean, it's always slow to ramp up production, particularly if something new and is novel from a vehicle construction standpoint, as the Cybertruck with its stainless steel exoskeleton crazy that they're planning on doing. So yeah, I mean, there are some, people follow SpaceX and what's going. So the truck, taking a step back, the Cybertruck will be built in Giga Texas, the new plant in Texas, which is already producing the Model Y. Some of the Model Ys coming out of Giga Texas are coming with their new battery cell format, which is the 4680, which is supposed to dramatically cut down on the price of the battery pack, which hopefully then that savings can be passed on to everyday consumers. But Giga Texas will also be producing the Cybertruck, and there are some people scout out around that Giga Texas plant, and photograph everything coming in and out of it. And that's how they've caught glimpses of the Cybertruck prototypes running around, while they were building the plant. There are some images that have come out recently of big stainless steel rolls, the same stainless steel that SpaceX uses for the Starship, going into the Giga Texas plant. So hopefully they're starting to do some initial builds or line trials or what have you. So hopefully they do hit production sometime next year in 2023. Because there's a lot of people, like I said, 1.5 million people have put reservations, and even if half of those people transferred it over to, to an owner, that's still 750,000 trucks they have to build, and that's just the reservation list. So let's see. But going back to the boat real quick, I think Elon, let's focus on building. Let's focus on getting the truck into production. Nobody cares about the fording depth, particularly when you're saying the thing is a boat. it's cool. Don't get me wrong, but at the same time, I think there are more important things to talk about and focus on. He's saying it's going to be the most incredible product that Tesla's ever made. In some ways, I believe him, but I don't think there's much relevance for most people, most owners, that the thing can also be a boat. So, yeah, that's all I have to say about that. But curious what your thoughts are. So let me know in the comments below, because Cybertruck is very cool. It's very unique. When they first showed it, I thought the truck that they showed was a joke and that they were going to bring out the real truck. And then after a while, it dawned on me that that was the real truck. And I hated it at first. I'm not going to lie, but the more I looked at it, the more I was impressed by the confidence that Tesla had in such an extreme design. And it basically, right, it's like a Lamborghini in the level of outrageousness that truck is from a design standpoint. I grew to respect it, and it's kind of cool. We'll see what it looks like out on the road. It will look like nothing else. That's for sure, for better or worse. But the key here, I think, is let's not focus on gimmicks. Let's focus on getting it into production and getting it into people's hands, and because that's what really matters. So, mid 2023, that's what we're hearing. Let's forget the boat thing. Come on.